anything else?
Well, I share relationship stories from my own life that help people laugh. It's fun. It's a very funny book. And at the same time, I'm very honest about my own ego and my own reasons for going into relationships, shadowy stuff. And I make fun of myself at every opportunity.
Yes.
But I see the book as a gentle mirror that people can look at themselves by looking at me and my honesty. They can take a look at their own relationship story and their relationship lessons. How it's so much easier when there's a gentle, humorous, playful soul sharing their own life lessons so authentically.
So, Sufi's saying, as long as there is room in your heart for one enemy, your heart is not a safe place for a friend.
Indeed.
Tell us, and that's in the chapter, Finding My Father. Tell us about that.
Well, my dad, when I didn't follow in his footsteps, rejected me and sort of played, he was so hurt that he couldn't control me, and his dreams for how he would have liked to have guided me just, fell to the dust. And instead of feeling his pain about that, he started to just withdraw emotionally and pretend that he didn't care anymore. And that hurt. And we became very distant for a number of years. And I took a relationship, mother-son, father-daughter. I did a retreat with my mother when in my early 20s at a place called Shalom Mountain, which is in Livingston Manor, upstate New York.
I've been there. I love it. Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
And this is when Jerry Judd, who I believe is still alive, he's like 104 or something, was leading the retreats. And my mother went, even though there was yoga and dancing and inner work and journaling, and she just went because she felt terribly guilty at the way she raised me and just thought anything that could help my young Scotty. But very quickly she realized she was there for herself and that there was so much to learn. So we did what was called mat work, which is each mother and son or father, daughter, whatever, got a turn on the mat, sharing their issues, getting support and feedback, and being very exposed. It took a lot of courage, especially for my mother. I was kind of used to those things. And at the end of the retreat, Jerry Judd, the founder of Shalom Mountain, said, "Good work, Scott. Now it's time to find your father." My father. Find my father. What did that mean? I knew where my father lived, and I knew his words. It meant find the good that's in your father. Find his heart. And I wrote him a letter and began a dialogue that opened up both of our hearts to each other. And those letters are shared in the book. Wow.
So your mother wanted to go to help you to Shalom Mountain in New York, and wound up helping herself. And she felt guilty that she hadn't done right by you, the way she raised you.
Back in Brooklyn, Jewish guilt. I mean, not to belittle her feelings, but when I finished the work at Shalom Mountain, one of the big ahas was we didn't need to get close. We needed to separate. We had not completed the separation process, the individuation process. So I wasn't an adult in her presence. I wasn't a powerful adult. I was a little boy still wanting her approval. And she didn't know how to let me go, so I wrote her a song to help her, to help herself. So this I wrote after the Shalom Mountain experience, and it's called Mother and Son. You ready for it?
I am.
Oh, take delight in my upward flight. Don't ponder the how or the why. I'm leaving the nest to discover my best. Don't squeeze on my hand as I fly. Let go and wave childhood goodbye. Oh, take delight in my upward flight. Your love and your fears weigh a ton. The distance I choose is no verdict on you. Don't battle what needs to be done. A man needs to grow from a son. Son, I nursed you and rocked you and answered your cries. I looked out at life through your innocent eyes. Now you're turning away and it's so hard to bear. I gave you my all. There's a piece of me in there. Oh, take delight in my upward flight. Let's cut away old worn-out strings. I came from your home to discover my own. Please don't let my spaciousness sting. Take joy that I'm finding my wings. My wings. Oh, deep delight in my awkward flight. Don't pull up the reins tightly so. I'd much rather soar from your heart so endure. Oh, mother, it's time to let go. Oh, mother, it's time to let go. Son, I never knew this would be part of the plan. A part of me wanted to always hold your hand. I'm sad, but it's good, and my heart understands. Goodbye to a son is hello to a man. Perhaps we'll be buddies, perhaps we'll be friends. Who knows where we'll land when we touch down again. But for now we must fly in our own separate skies, trusting our love as we say our goodbyes, trusting in love as we say goodbye. Goodbye.
Scott, that is so beautiful. As we say goodbye, and goodbye to the sun, hello to the man. And that's such a wonderful point about how do you get close when you're already so enmeshed and you need to separate first in order to have something to connect with. And, that is...
You need two healthy, autonomous individuals to have a relationship, autonomy. And so we had to have some bumps in the road.
Yes.
And some major changes. I moved to California.
Yes.
And I wrote that song in California. I played it for her over the phone.
Oh.
And she gave the phone to my father and said, "Will you sing it one more time? I want Seymour to hear it." And then he passed the phone to my sister Kim, so I sang it 3 times.
That is so beautiful. And is it in the book? I don't see it in the book.
Yes, it's in the book.
Oh, it is in the book.
Yeah,
okay.
It is.
Okay, well, I'll be sure to look for it. And such a sweet picture of yourself as a kid with your dad, and then as a man with your dad, and a picture of your mom, and she's so lovely.
Yeah.
She's both really good-looking parents you have. And what a lovely and loving way to separate and say goodbye. And it's saying, I want a relationship with you. I just want a different kind of relationship with you.
Indeed. And I need to grow and develop myself in ways where I can't have you breathing down my neck.
Yes.
You're that close. You cannot witness from up close the type of changes that I need to make to come into my own.
Right, to come into my own. And we do have to close, but I'm reminded of one of my favorite quotes by Carlos Castaneda. You can't fly until you find your spot in the room. And that's really about finding your spot, Scott. And when you talk about birds flying in different skies, I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. Thank you. And would you believe that our show is over? It just flew by, no pun intended. And I have been interviewing Scott Grace, the author of Teach Me How to Love. And you can find it, you can Google it, I imagine. You can find it on the internet, Scott?
Absolutely. It's on Amazon. But
or go directly to you.
Website?
Scott Grace.
Website?
Yeah. Sorry?
ScottSongs.com, SCOTT.com.
Okay, ScottSong.com. Okay, and this is Dr. Duffy Spencer saying goodbye for now and wishing you great relationships.